With a staff and community dedicated to the care and success of its children, students at Woodley Hills Elementary are encouraged to excel in academics, work cooperatively, and demonstrate outstanding citizenship skills. Atmosphere is one of the key ingredients that allows Woodley Hills Elementary to bill itself as the School of Smiles.
Our school is a warm, caring, very comforting environment. When children and staff members walk into the school, they feel secure, they feel loved. It's a very happy place to be.
I think the word that comes to mind is trust. Everyone trusts everyone else. It's just a happy, cooperative place. The children are comfortable talking to anyone, any of the teachers, any of the staff. And it's just a warm and caring place.
We try and reward each other with positive sayings, positive feelings when good things are happening in the building.
It's just very, very comforting to come in and find the atmosphere warm and friendly.
It's a calm learning atmosphere, but with a lot of fun and that Woodley Hills family feeling.
With such an inviting environment as a base, academic achievement is allowed to flourish. Distinctive reading incentive programs, technological advancements that support all core curricula, and a take-home math manipulative program allow students to excel in the 3 R's. As part of a language arts emphasis, Principal Sandy Bertelson invites students to her office to participate in a unique reading incentive program appropriately called Chat and Chew.
The Chat and Chew Club is an opportunity for students to meet with the principal and share their favorite books, and the principal shares her favorite books. And they have pizza and soda and just have a real good time.
The students venture to Bertelson's conference room once a month to bring with them the current literature that they're reading.
Well, this book has a rabbit, a dog, and a cat.
In turn, Bertelson shares her favorite literature with the students.
I have one book I want to share with you. It's a brand new one that we just got in our library from our book fair, and I see you went to the book fair and got yours. But look, you know,
the purpose would be to get children to read more, and the more books they hear about and hear other children reading about, they would want to pick those books up and try reading them themselves. I think it gives them a warm feeling from the principal. They get to, see that the principal loves books also, and I think it's good to have adult role models sharing their books with the children.
Another creative reading incentive program at Woodley Hills requires a little more preparation.
I'm going to go read to the classes. This is our reading incentive, and I'm happy to say I lost the bet. Our goal was to reach 75% of the school reading, filling out their reading log, which was, I forget, it was about 25 books. So this was a real challenge. We weren't sure we would make it. And this year, instead of 75, I think we went a little over 80%. So it was extremely successful.
And just what are the consequences of losing such a bet?
What happened as the culminating activity of this reading incentive program, I had my pajamas, I had my sleeping bag, I had my teddy bear, and I had my current novel that I was reading, and a timer. And what I did was I walked throughout the entire day and would go into classrooms. They knew not when I would be coming, but the minute I would walk into a classroom, everything else would stop, and they would gather their books and come and sit with me on the floor and read.
Mrs. Bertelson's pajama day. Mrs. Bertelson came with her pajamas with round sparkles and a sleeping bag and curlers and teddy bear slippers.
75% of the whole school had to read, and we did it.
She was holding a time for 10 minutes. She liked to read quiet.
This love of reading fosters a love of writing at Woodley Hills, where students use technology to integrate language arts into all areas of the curriculum.
Woodley Hills, we're very, very lucky for an elementary school to be very technologically advanced, I think. We have a computer lab with 26 Macintosh computers, all of which are equipped with CD-ROM. The computers at this point are networked within the lab, and then by next year, we will have a school-wide network in place where the 26 computers, the Macintosh computers in the lab, and the approximately 20 Macintosh computers in the classrooms will be on a school-wide network. When the students walk into the lab this afternoon, they'll be able to see their picture actually on the computer screen. And then there'll be a number of prompts, and these prompts all revolve around the students as authors. So they'll be able to integrate both the social studies and the language arts. Now, CJ, when you're ready, you click right here on record, and you want to stand up and speak right into this microphone and read what you've. Are you ready? Okay, stand up and start.
My name is CJ. At school, I like to play in PE and outside at recess.
There's actually two major benefits. They're learning to be very computer literate at a very early age. And while they're learning and very motivated by using the computer, they're also enhancing the regular curriculum.
Not only are the computers used in a lab setting, but students can participate in a group session in their classroom by utilizing just one computer. Building perspectives is the focus of this 6th grade math lesson.
The kids who were working off of the television have another student over here who's working. It's called Building Perspectives. And what they do is first you get a view of buildings, and there are 9 different colors. Each building is a certain number of little cubes tall. So if they have 2 reds on the bottom, then they might have 6 checked blues behind it, and they have to figure out where each is going to go on a little grid. And they see a front view, they see a left side, a back view, a right side, and then they get to predict which one it is. What they're getting out of it, actually, it's mathematics generated. They need to be able to know where on the grid they are. If they're at the origin 0, 0, they're supposed to be in that space. If they're at 2, 1, they're supposed to be in that space. It's a visual thing, a counting thing, trying to figure out exactly what's going on.
Oh, Matt, you've got the math toolbox. Here, let's see what we got here. Oh, it's the hundreds chart.
The Math Toolbox approach at Woodley Hills allows parents to get a hands-on look at math in the classroom. Adapted from a successful program widely used throughout the county, each toolbox contains math manipulatives and activities that allow the parent and child to work together, discovering that math can be both challenging and fun.
Okay, how about 18?
What we do is every class, K through 4 right now, and we're preparing to put it in 5th grade also, has at least 2 toolboxes in the classroom, and they send them home with different children for a week. And then those children work with their parents on doing the activities in the toolboxes.
Make that into one of your sets of 10? Well, the first time it came home in kindergarten, I was real excited that we had the opportunity to see what the kids were doing in school. It seems to be real easy to help your child with reading, just through reading to them and helping them sound out letters. But math was more of a challenge to find a way to teach them creatively. I was very excited when this came home. 3, well, that's neat. I think the math toolbox is laid out really well. Each bag comes with a little instruction thing that's very clear and simple to use, and it's fun. So it makes me as a parent just excited that this is the kind of things that are doing, with the children on a day-to-day basis instead of just math on paper. It looks like each number is adding 10 more.
Woodley Hills' Citizenship program is as important to its overall success as its academics. The program is not a one-time approach, but rather a year-long process that gives the students the opportunity to reach for the gold.
The Citizenship program was initiated about 3 years ago by a group of 8 to 10 teachers here at Woodley Hills. They got together and tried to think of a way that would be effective to positively reinforce discipline here at Woodley Hills. The plan consists of awarding ribbons to children on the basis of their behavior. The ribbons are for self-control, respect, responsibility, and cooperation.
Come on up, Tiffany. Tiffany brought her smile with her up here tonight. This is wonderful.
Before school starts each year, the staff gets together and we devise the 4 categories that we want the children to work for. And we also write up the criteria within those 4 categories for a child to earn the ribbons. The criteria for each ribbon are posted in the classroom throughout the year for each 9 weeks. The goal, if a child does receive all 4 ribbons, is to earn the gold medal. And this is presented to the children in June at the awards ceremony.
Sarah's face just lit up.
Evaluating the ribbon criteria for each student is not based solely on classroom performance. Rather, it's a school-wide effort. Everyone from the bus drivers to custodial staff to the community evaluates the children on their achievements.
Remember, each and every one of you can earn this. You have the ability to get it. You have to work hard, and not just 1 week, not just 1 month, every day, everywhere.
The beauty of the program is that everybody can earn the ribbon, any child in the school. It's not based on academic ability, but it's based on citizenship and consistency.
My name is Sarah Morgan, and this is the responsible ribbon. And I got it because I would bring back the things that I was given and supposed to bring back.
My name is Eric Perez. I'm in 4th grade. This is the responsible ribbon. I won it by bringing back items sent home and doing some other stuff.
Another way Woodley Hills students are improving their citizenship skills is through after-school clubs. These activities are sponsored by various faculty and staff members who share their expertise with children. Participants in the club often find themselves changing in beneficial ways.
How does he deal with what are his choices? He has to make a choice.
The Positive People Club was originated because it was something that we felt could tie into our citizenship program. It was an opportunity for children to find the good in each other and to practice doing good things. We have a grapevine that we have hanging in the hallway, and we have a grape that we put up every time a child has found another child doing something good. It was, in essence, our belief that if you look for the bad and look for problems, you'll find them. But if you really work on looking for the good and acknowledging the good, it's there too.
Pinch the corners this way, get a hold of the base, and try to shake it out so we don't take the pot with it.
The Nature Club is a club that 2 teachers decided that they wanted to sponsor, and it was again to help focus on our courtyard. They do work in our courtyard. They do go and observe things in our courtyard and study things from our courtyard, and they will be, today as a matter of fact, they're going to be planting a new tree in our courtyard. So they are a very active club, but they're learning a tremendous amount in there also.
Today we come out to our courtyard to plant a small young tree. My name is Katie Howard, and I'm in 2nd grade. And the Nature's Club is about nature and trees and how they grow, and like birds and other plants. And we got this tree from George Washington's place, and it's important because we are in George Washington. Our school is in part of George Washington's property. The tree will grow as we grow to be healthy and strong and true.
Buddy classes is another effort to give the school a more family-like and unified atmosphere. Stressing cooperation and honing leadership skills, Buddy Classes is a mandatory program that meets once a week, teaming younger students with their older counterparts to assist them in instructional projects.
Today, they were working with fruits and vegetables, and so we're kind of collaborating together to help them do a project they might not be able to handle on their own. our 6th grade children benefit because they get to work with the 2nd graders and makes them feel stronger. They get to be a teacher or facilitator for the 2nd graders. And the 2nd graders benefit from it because they're also teaching our children at the same time, too.
How do you want to make ice cream?
It makes for a tighter school, too, when everyone knows not just the kids from their neighborhood, but they're getting to meet other children in different grade levels through a buddy class, and it's a pleasant atmosphere instead of, you know, something stressful or just thinking, ooh, they're older kids and they're not intimidated by them because they become friends after a year of being in a buddy class with them.
Community and communication are at the core of Woodley Hills' success. Parent volunteers help produce the weekly newsletter, civic groups in the community are active in landscaping the school grounds, and parents have the opportunity to look inside Woodley Hills through a unique program known as Principal of the Day.
Welcome. We're really glad you're with us today.
Thank you.
Okay.
Nice to see you.
I have the staff select the principals of the day by giving me names of parents that they feel who have either been very supportive or parents that really are new to us and they would be beneficial for them to come and see what's going on, or parents who have shown some interest in it.
Mr. Wiggins was the daddy of a little girl in kindergarten. She had a good time, didn't she?
Yes, she did.
She's a smart little girl. Now we have
So what we do now is we select a parent per month. I then give the principal of the day a floor plan and the staff listing, and I tell them basically, go forth and be principal of the day.
And what was the Principal of the Day up to?
Well, visit the classes and make sure if you see students on the walkway, you check with them what they're doing. And if they need help, you help them and you talk with them and find out what they're doing.
There are so many things, education is changing so quickly, there's so many things that are going on in the schools that parents sometimes only get a child's perspective of exactly what's going on. And when the adults come in and they see it as the principal of the day, they truly see the profession of education in a different light.
I think we as a parent, we have to get involved and we have to know every day the kind of things that the principal and the teachers and our children go through.
And we love having here to Woodley Hills.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
We tracked down Mr. Wiggins' daughter, Melissa, to find out what it's like to have your father as the Principal of the Day.
I said cool.
Why is it cool?
Because, I mean, your dad's there in case you get in trouble, your dad's there to bail you out or something.
Really?
I'm sort of used to him coming, and last year he came for my birthday the whole day. So it's really nice to have him again here.
Another project that the community is involved with is the Friendship Garden, located in Woodley Hills Courtyard.
We have been fortunate enough, the Yacht Haven Garden Club has sponsored us in forming a friendship garden where the children were actually involved in the planning of the garden, and they, along with our kids, have started it.
Put your thumb underneath and then push it out, and then you pull out the top very carefully so you don't loosen the root from the soil.
One of the big things this year has been to establish youth gardening, and therefore we undertook this project of establishing the Friendship Garden, which the children named here at Woodley Hills. Today they're putting their annual plants in. A year ago we worked on improving the soil. We did a little staging at that time. We still are incomplete in our staging, but it's moving along. So this is our annual plantings today. So you take a seed and you press it in 1 inch. Put it in 1 inch. Did you get it?
Yeah.
Okay. And then you cover it up.
The Yacht Haven Garden Club was also instrumental in beautifying the front of the school during Woodley Hills' recent renovations.
One of our goals as gardeners is to promote gardening and encourage the youth to become involved in gardening and create their love of gardening like we have. So we feel we're accomplishing something if we are encouraging them to plant and maintain their beautiful earth.
Hosting their third annual International Dessert Night, the Woodley Hills community came together to celebrate its diversity. To the background of a local band, the community shared in traditional desserts and dress. The evening also included performances by students from Woodley Hills, outside organizations, and culminated with a staff dance as one of the evening's highlights.
Well, again, it goes back to us preparing children for life, and life is a very culturally diverse experience, and it shows them a greater appreciation for the different cultures. And different does not mean bad. Different just simply means different and interesting, and something, an opportunity for us to learn from the differences.
Believing that clear, consistent communication is the key to a successful school, Woodley Hills disseminates information in a number of ways. Internally, it's through WHES.
Good morning to our Woodley Hills family. Today is Tuesday, May 2nd, 1995. I'm Jake McKenzie.
And I'm Travis Isaac.
Welcome to WHES Channel 6.
WHES is our morning broadcast, really. We have students who work behind the cameras and work filming things that go on in the school. And every morning we start off the day with the morning broadcast. Sometimes we have some footage of things that have happened in the school, or sometimes we have special segments by the counselor, Mrs. Bertelson, Mrs. Jackson, other people in the school who go on, and it's a way of communicating not only to the staff but to all the students in the school.
Job Squad team. Those who signed up for Job Squad this week are Cassandra, Selena, Yahara, and Allison, all from Mrs. Boardwell's.
Staffed by a 6th grade crew who rotate through the broadcast responsibilities, each show consists of the Pledge of Allegiance, introduction of guests, birthdays, lunch menus, quotes of the day, math quizzes, and much more.
This week, let's review the other probability games we've been playing this past month.
It's a central form of communication for us, our morning broadcast. The television is on, and it's a focal point throughout the entire school. It's the one time that you know during the day everyone in this entire building is doing one thing. They're listening to the primary form of communication for the school day, and that's WHES in the morning.
This is your WHES Channel 6 broadcast team saying so long until tomorrow, and remember, don't expect others to listen to your advice and ignore your example.
Each week, the school publishes a Blue Book newsletter for parents and a Pink Book for staff, both known as Woodley Words.
The correct official name is Newsletter for Parents. The name Blue Book came originally because of the amount of information offered to parents each week. So now it's known by everyone as the Blue Book. It goes home weekly to all parents every Friday in the children's book bags because it's based on the belief that communication is the strength of our school. Some of the weekly features are the faculty focus, where a staff member is highlighted. A family is focused each week. There's a quote of the week in the newsletter. Also, one of the features every week is the counselor's corner, where the counselors in the school can give advice to parents.
The Pink Book is our staff newsletter, which is put out every Friday. And many of us look forward to reading it in the afternoon after school or over the weekend. And Mrs. Bertelson puts in things like scheduling and events that are going to happen throughout the week. And she also has a special feature called Hats Off, and that's where special teachers are recognized for certain things they've done all week.
Probably the thing that I appreciate about the Pink Book the most is it really cuts down on our faculty meetings. So it's a real quick reference that we can just quick look and see what's going on that day and what meetings we have to attend to and what committee meetings are meeting that day and what clubs and activities are taking place that day. So it really cuts down the amount of faculty meetings that we have.
Producing 2 weekly publications is a lot of work. So how does it get done? With help from the community, the newsletter production is overseen by a member of the office staff, known as the publisher.
Basically, what happens is I take all these little pieces of paper and, following the format that we set up when the newsletter was conceived, I plug in the information. Basically, it's a matter of cutting and pasting and putting the information into a cohesive package that covers everything from soup to nuts. And I'm very fortunate to have one of our parents, Mrs. Daniel, who comes in and helps me on a regular basis, and without her help it would be much harder to be able to get the parent newsletter out specifically.
I come every Friday morning and I help run the copies on the Xerox machine, and then I just count them and distribute them to the classrooms. The reason I volunteered is my third child just started kindergarten, so I had a lot of free time, and I enjoy working in the school. I mean, volunteering in the school, I really enjoyed. I mean, the kids are great, the staff is great. I mean, that's to me what makes it so fun. It's just a friendly staff. It's an enjoyable place to be.
I think I have one of the strongest group of people that I've ever worked with. They are extremely positive. They are very focused. The student is the #1 reason they are here at Woodley Hills. We play hard together, but we work very hard together also. They are always willing to try and do things if they know that it is for the good of the children.
We have some wonderful kids and one of the best staffs that I've ever worked with. They're highly motivated and educated, and the kids are absolutely terrific.
The staff here is one of the most sharing staffs I've ever worked with. They cooperate with each other, and we have a lot of fun together.
I think the key factor is that everybody in this building, doesn't matter if it's the front office, the cafeteria, the custodians, and of course the faculty, works hard every day and are just terrific advocates for children.
The staff is great. It's some very good teachers. They care about the children. They put in long, hard hours. They're very unselfish when it comes to the child. The child's needs always come first, which I really enjoy. I like that.
Incredible staff. I think the principal here have done an incredible job, and so we're very happy about Woodley Hills family.
This was really my school of choice. I don't think I would be happier anywhere else. I really enjoy it here.
I've always said that I don't go to work every day. I go to Woodley Hills, and that's the difference.